This is the project Planting Trees. Now we're going to diverge from what we normally do. We're near the end of the semester. Uh, we don't really have enough time for a 10, 20, 30-point project at this point. So we're going to do a couple of like 15, 20-point projects. And then some will be coding, some won't be. But there's going to be a lot more, I guess you can say, uh, theory questions of sorts. Now for this one, for the following questions, you can look at your programs, but you can't use them to create the tree. Uh, so you can look through your code, but I don't want you to actually put in the code to do this. You have to actually draw your tree. So first and foremost, it's going to ask you to draw the tree based on the following inputs. Now you can do this a couple of different ways if you want. Uh, for example, Uh, I would say, Excel kind of works, Notepad kind of works. I insert, let's say, a 10. That's kind of going to kind of go there. Uh, I insert a 5. It's going to go to the left. A 12 or something would go to the right. I'm going to kind of hand write these trees based on what it's going to look like. And I would say something along the lines of that would be okay. I mean, if you want to add the little lines and whatnot, you're more than welcome to. Uh, like so. And if I inserted, let's say, a 4, well, that would go to this direction, like that. Basically, I want you to build the tree as it would kind of look like this. Uh, and you may need to space it out and adjust it, but basically, take this and insert them based on how the code would treat it. Uh, and then you should have your tree. Now, you're going to display the pre-order traversal, which means I want you to be able to go down the tree and display the right numbers. Post order, in order, I did a video on this before. Uh, and if you walk through that a couple of times, change a couple of the numbers, do a couple of practices of that, you should probably have that down just by doing it a couple of times. So, we have our tree, we build it, you just kind of can copy and paste it into either a text box or something along the lines of that. Uh, think I said a file upload, so you can do this in text if you want and submit that file. If you want to do it in Excel, I don't remember if I restricted this or not. Let me see. I think I set it just for, let's see. I said a file upload, but I don't think I restricted what file needed to be submitted, actually. No. You could pretty much upload anything you want. So pre-order, post-order, in order, and then draw the tree again that you did at the top after I delete a 3 from it. So we've inserted this, all this, there's your tree. What happens if you delete a 3? If you remember, when we delete something, it removes it and then it has to move everything else up. You have to remake the tree based on that. So, your code honestly will only help you so much for those two. I don't really want you to run the code for pre-order, post-order, in order. I want you to be able to do that yourself because that's going to be a question on the test, the final exam. But hopefully that gives you kind of an idea what you have to do. It's nothing too difficult, but you do have to understand how the trees kind of work. So you have to go through all the tree code and a couple of times. And once you know how that works, doing this part right here is relatively easy. Uh, it's probably an exercise of 20 minutes if you really know how it works. If you have any questions or anything, just feel free to ask. Don't wait to the last minute, obviously, because you do have to go through all the code. You do have to know how everything works. And the longer you wait to do anything, the harder it gets.